Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to XCOM Chimera Squad, where we're going to make a quick change before we get out onto the mission here. I was thinking about this, and it's been such a long time since Torque was on the field. She's actually really underleveled. She is maybe the least leveled person in the entire squad at this point, like tied with Claymore. So I think maybe we should bring her out as well in place of Terminal. So we're gonna swap Terminal into Research Duty. I know Terminal's very powerful and everything, but that's because she was allowed to get time to level up, so I think we should do the same thing for Torque. And with that, I think we are ready to rock here. So, we do not want to do these acceleration missions, right? We talked about the pacing thing already. So what are the other rewards available here? An advanced laser sight, which is fine. Advanced is the second tier, I believe. So it would be plus 10% crit chance, scaling up with distance, versus the 5% laser sight we have now. And that's almost certainly what it would be, right? It wouldn't be a second laser sight. It would just be whoever was using the old one takes the new one. So 25 intel plus that versus 90 intel and -1 unrest on this district. I don't think I would pay 65 intel for an advanced laser sight. So I think we're going to take the downtown mission, and then also this is actually removing 1 unrest, while that doesn't remove any, so yeah, I think that makes sense. Let's go ahead and send the APC out. So we want Verge to get, we want Verge to get make items available. Wait, how do I have to go to Patchwork and take it off of her manually? I must have to, right? Agent loadout. Yeah, okay. There's no sense in us leaving the Impetuous Spire in the base, right? Okay, so Verge gets the fancy rifle. And then Torque. We gotta equip Torque with some stuff. Oh, right, the Superior Expanded Magazine should absolutely be on the Impetuous Spire so that we can do the, the biggest, meanest banish in case we need to do a big banish. And what do we want on this? We probably want a scope. First of all, for canceling out the penalty on chain shot, and secondly because SMGs are always bad at every range. And then, do we want to throw the... we should probably have the impact frame on somebody, but it doesn't have to be her. Honestly, this might be a good hair trigger situation. She can move around and bind and tongue pull. She can make good use of the extra action, I think. And then here... I kind of want to pass you the dodge thing. Who's got the dodge thing? Verge has the dodge. That's not... He doesn't need that. Immunity to disorientation and stun. When did we pick this up? Yeah, absolutely. That seems great on him, actually. Alright, and you get the Mock Weave, which means you have 100 dodge. Never take a real hit ever again. Holoscanner, sure. Shock Grenade. We've been picking up so many items, and I am not cognizant of what we have anymore in our inventory. So it only does damage to robots and not very much, but it stuns them. That's fine. I think I'd rather have a flash, like flash and frag. Oh, right, you're only allowed to carry 1 grenade. Flash, right? And then a medikit. That's fine. Does anybody else want a medikit, or do we want to change things up any? You know, I might want to pass the tracer rounds over to Torque, actually. What if we give you a medikit, and we swap Torque over to these? Because, again, chain shot. Yeah, okay, I think that's pretty good. Let's do the thing. I guess I could have replaced... Godmother has that vent entry weave, which we don't need because there's no vents on the projected entryways.
Is under heavy guard.
So yeah, I could have given her the extra padding that we have. Okay, how does Claymore's thing work? Rupturing all enemies near the breach point. Boy, that seems awfully good. Okay, so... And everybody that is near here will be surprised. And then the last unit through this entrance is guaranteed to land their shot. So we probably want that to be Godmother, right? Let's have this be first, because he's got the motile inducer. We want him to have the first turn. And then, do we want to put Torque really high up? Or, I'm going to put Verge second. Because that way, we can motile inducer Verge, he can add a couple people to the network, then on Verge's turn, he can add someone to the network and try like a big puppeteer. You'd see if that's a real strategy. We'll have Godmother come through over here, and I might just have everybody except Godmother do this.
Clearing a path.
Shotgun user guaranteed to land their shot is pretty good. Alright, who did we... Is it obvious who we got Rupture on? I guess not. Is that a... It's a big hologram of an Archon, I guess? Alright, so we got a bunch of pretty normal enemies here. There's a Trooper there who needs to get got. A Necromancer who's going to take an aggressive action, but that guy could just get lifted. So I'm going to try to take down this Trooper. We'd have to... Even at minimum damage, this is a kill, actually. That right there is the magic of Rupture. That guy totally was ruptured. It said it under his... said it by his name. So do I want to just... I think I'm just going to... Oops, I forgot to click the levitate button. Alright, well now we're going to have to actually take that guy down. Which we might be able to do with the magic of Toxic Greeting. So he's going to be poisoned at the beginning of his turn. Does poison do 1 to 3 damage? It might be, so it's not reliable here. We could probably actually just have Godmother handle this. Who else do we really care about? Let's poison the Bruiser. Guy thinks he's safe over there. So he'll be poisoned for 2 turns. He's probably handled. Okay.
We're here for that target. Secure it and get out.
So, like, the most valuable thing we can do right now is start throwing guys on the network so that we're not killing everyone. Because, obviously, resources. So, motile inducer on Verge. Now, does one of them look particularly dangerous weapon-wise? I guess the Commando is the one with the best weapon. I think we're going to do a quick Battle Madness on him. Maybe we stupor... I want to stupor this guy just to make sure he's on the network so that he doesn't die from the poison.
Give me your mind.
And then we're going to Battle Madness the Commando and hope he shoots for the turret, but if he shoots the Bruiser, it's not a big deal.
Thin the herd.
Okay, totally fine. Now, the question is, do we also team up Verge? I think so, right? Let's make sure that that he goes right away. He can make everybody's life so miserable. Alright, we gotta take out this turret. I'm gonna... A one-shot's not necessarily gonna kill it, because if we do minimum damage, the armor will take it down to 5. So I might just rapid-fire this thing, and it's not, like, super awesome. If we were to throw a bomb out... Okay, I could drop a bomb in a place where it will definitely be meaningful. And we have until after everybody is gone before the turret gets a turn? Yeah, let's do this. I am not going to detonate it. We're just going to shoot the turret. I'll rapid fire the turret even. Wow, that's a shame. Okay, he got there eventually. So Verge hits the Guardian with Stupor. I think we're just going to put everybody on the network here rather than doing the Puppeteer thing. Because that way we guarantee arrests. It'll only get us to 4 arrests, which is not obviously ideal, but... Also, it means Verge is incredibly accurate, in case that becomes relevant. Okay, little surprised that didn't detonate the explosive. It will detonate on its own, though. It would be kind of neat if that would put out the fire. Like if they had flame retardant smoke. I guess they wouldn't want to have flame retardant smoke because they are using fire as a weapon. But listen, safety is important. You don't necessarily want everybody to burn to death, just your enemies. So this purifier is... Here we go. This is what I want. This purifier is pretty easy to flank and just put down, and I think that's probably what we're doing. %. Oh, right, shrouded. Sure, that makes sense. Never mind, I'm not mad anymore. Okay, a crit and everything. And then you are super fast and effective. I guess we do have to actually get this thing at some point. This can be... I guess it could be Verge's job. Yeah, Verge can handle that.
Moving.
God, look how much health we have now.
Running out of ammunition.
Alright, so Claymore trivially takes down the commando.
Watch your step.
Hooray for the neural network. So are we going to have to evac, I wonder? Yep, okay, we do have to actually make it out. Oh, that gives us an opportunity to take a fifth arrest, right? Which does mean that we have to not overwatch too hard. Let's have you just move to here. Man, she's fast.
Steady pace.
And prepare?
Need a fresh clip.
Alright, we want one arrest and then to get the hell out of here.
Need to reload.
You do, in fact, need to reload. You're not wrong about that, my friend. Or you need to... Nope, can't disengage from the map. Well, that being the case, then, reloading isn't actually that good of an idea. Yeah, I'm gonna throw a bomb down in a situation where it will negatively affect the cover of our enemies, and then run away. I guess we want it to be in a place where it's actually going to deal damage to that guy, right? We want to put him on the neural network, and then let the bomb do its thing.
Shrapnel out.
Shrapnel in play. Watch your step.
Alright, and then all you need to do is move a little closer to the exit, and he should be able to get out next turn. So then Verge hits dude with the stupor.
Your mind falls away.
Okay, one is probably good enough. And we're gonna banish this android. Alright, Verge, it's enough celebratory animating. Did that? It just didn't... Not only did it not destroy the cover, it didn't do any damage. I keep forgetting his explosive is not a grenade. There are certain rules for the way explosives will behave in an XCOM game, and his is a little unusual. There you go. That's a little bit more like the thing I was expecting to happen. Okay. Now we're good. Now we can leave.
Watch your flanks.
You know, I don't think she has to be that careful about her flank. It seems like it's under control.
Need a fresh
Alright.
clip.
This looks pretty under control.
Shifting my position.
I guess Verge is about to get shot by a robot, but aside from that, pretty under control. Also, feels like a premature self-destruct there. You may as well stupor the Purifier. Even more purple brain tentacles. You can never have enough. Yeah, Godmother and Verge together are definitely powerful enough to be able to carry a couple of new squad members to victory.
I'm running low.
Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Hey, look, everybody, we did it. We managed to manufacture ourselves some arrests and everything. And I don't think we killed any people. We definitely murdered an android. Oh, no, we killed that necromancer. That's right. Well, necromancers aren't people. As soon as you take up necromancy, you surrender that title. Alright, promotion ready. Hell yeah.
Your mind is one of the calmest I have encountered.
For a human,
For anyone. How do you remain so placid?
regular exercise, prayer, and I allow myself to love the world and people around me.
What about caffeine?
I never touch the stuff.
Also, explosions. Explosions are very calming. We all know this. So Torque spits out a blast of poison that explodes into a deadly pool, poisons all units in the area, and does a small amount of damage on impact. Okay, so she's got an AoE attack now. Seems alright. What else do we need? You finished your training, so... let's give you basic conditioning. And then, I don't know, we could rotate Cherub into the training maybe when she's done, or we'll see. We'll see, but I'm pretty happy with the team as it is right now. So, we're not going to have any field team abilities available again for a moment. Okay, there's no sense in pursuing an upgrade for either of these teams. Oh no, wait, this one... yeah, there's no unrest here, though, so it doesn't... this upgrade would currently not do anything. So what do we need more? 70 more intel or 80 more credits? Honestly, we're not in danger on either of those resources, I don't think. How many days do we have left on our assembly project? A lot. So yeah, let's grab the intel, I guess. You just have a great big pile of intel, buy everything from the scavenger market, and upgrade all of our field teams all the time. We are starting to get a little bit heavy on the unrest in some places.
The last time I said the voice on the radio is never your friend. What about me? Good old Floyd never steered you wrong. Are we pals? Am I your friend?
No, it's a parasocial relationship.
You don't know what I want from you.
He's got it. Floyd Tesseract knows what's
I
up.
want you to think for yourself. What if I want to make you feel like you already do? No
Aha.
wonder someone wants you to think, and you'll know what they want you to think.
That's, honestly, that's pretty solid. Okay, a plated vest and 50 credits versus plus 2 days toward your research project. I think this is the thing we want. Unknown hostiles grabbed a hostage and fled to this district. XCOM HQ flagged the hostage as vital to our rebuilding efforts. So yeah, unrest is getting a little bit heavy. We're going to have some tools for managing it soon, though. I think we're ready to just take this on. And I don't think we need to change anything up. It worked really well. So, Sacred Coil units recover a small amount of HP at the start of their turn for free, not as an action. Okay, it's still I think, the right choice, instead of letting them have more Andromedons. And then there's going to be a couple of security doors and stuff. I guess there's no sense in Claymore having a breaching charge, because he has his own breaching thing. So maybe we should swap him... here, let's pull that. We're going to give Verge the breaching charge. And we'll swap you to be the keycard man. Okay, and then we know there's no vent to be had here, so Infiltrator Weave could be swapped out for just extra padding. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Also, even if there was going to be a vent, we could just send Torque through the vent. Our team feels very powerful to me. Like, not even this four-man group specifically, but like our whole Chimera Squad as a unit. Alright, units automatically overwatch after the breach. That's interesting. I think we're still going to send one of the shotguns through first. This is a 2-encounter mission. So we don't necessarily want to blow all of our resources here. Just trying to keep a thought up. Oh, man. Andromedon. Great. Great news. The real good news is that everybody is surprised. We had a Guardian down there, a Bruiser in the other room, and a Cobra that we can barely see. Okay, so the Cobra and the Andromedon obviously are the high-value targets. I'm going to open up with this. It's a pretty good weapon. Do we want to levitate someone just to throw someone on the network? Probably, right? Let's get the Cobra. And then I think we could have you... you're not guaranteed to finish it off. And let's have Godmother do the Andromedon, because she will kill it. And we could just soften somebody up with the poison here. Or... Yeah, let's... You know what? I'm just going to shoot him. I guess this does 4 to 6. Toxic Greeting does 3 points with a 4th and 5th point at the beginning of his turn. It's probably better to just shoot him. The biggest benefit of the poison... no, we're not going to Alpha Strike here. Biggest benefit of the poison, obviously, is the guaranteed hit. Ooh, I do not like how tightly we are grouped here. Although I will say the very tight enemy grouping is interesting for Claymore. Ooh, free evidence.
Watching my zone.
We probably don't have to do a separate animation for each of those. So, who do we want to catch here? I think I want to catch... Does not deal damage through cover. Must remember, if we want to catch 3 people, we basically have to throw it here. That seems fine.
Explosive out.
And we should have no problem getting 5 arrests on this one. Alright. Motile Inducer on... Verge? No, I think maybe we're going to try to save it, because this is not actually that rough of a situation. I do wish that guy didn't have 5 health. They're definitely becoming more difficult to subdue. We may actually need to use that impact frame. Yeah, if I don't push Verge, we're gonna have a really hard time. Okay. We are gonna Motile Inducer Verge. We're just gonna save team up for the next encounter. So I'm going to have Verge. Let's Stupor this guy, and then Battle Madness the other guy. Alright, really good Stupor.
Enemies all around.
They weren't expecting that.
I really do love the neural network guaranteed knockout thing. Okay, so that guy's now in a place where he can be meleeed down. And then, now that those 2 guys are in the network, maybe I do just shoot the explosive, because otherwise the commando's probably going to move out, right? I think I do just shoot the explosive. Okay, not a bad start. So 2 regen's a little awkward. I'm going to... I mean, is there... I could Stupor the Trooper, but I don't need to. But if I do, I could hit him with Stupor and then do a Mind Flay. Does Puppeteer... I'm assuming, yeah, Puppeteer does end your turn. Because we kind of want to just knock him out, right? I want to just run over there and crack him on the head. No, I guess let's do the Mind Flay version of the thing. Maybe it is Puppeteer. Yeah, what am I in such a rush for? Let's puppeteer him. You do only get to do this once per mission. No, that's why we'll hold off. Have this for the next encounter. Okay, the only people who take max damage are people who would have gone down to the minimum damage. Don't think I don't notice. Alright, I'm not really that worried about the bruiser. So I think what I might do here is run her... Or we could just do a tongue pull. I think what I want is to grab the Cobra. I want to grab their Cobra and prevent him from doing what I intend on doing. Can't just move over there. I'm going to try to just pull him all the way back here. It's not that low of a chance.
I've got you.
Okay, beautiful. Alright, that problem is solved. Now I am a little worried about what the Andromedon shell is going to do on its turn. Without its operator, it doesn't have the ability to fire the big gun. Ah, she got untouchable because of the Overwatch fire. Alright, well, I think this might be a good time to just start shutting down the guys who are on the network, or... Before the Bruiser's turn, we get to move everybody. I might just finish off the Andromedon. Honestly, that's probably the right thing to do. And then just stay here in the open. So if things go wrong, we now have an untouchable person in the open for the enemies to shoot at. I want to hit a subdue on this guy. Mostly to make sure that we get the evidence.
Failed to subdue the target.
Nah, you're doing just fine, buddy. I thought he was still stupid. Guess not. Okay, well that's not a big deal. So, Stupor on the Bruiser. And then I think I just shoot the Guardian. Right at this point. Yeah, sustain, right? That's a shame. 2 to 3 damage basically just always means 2.
Target engaged. I'm running low.
You will be just fine.
Shifting. Another biped showing up.
Is she... Wait. Is Torque envious because Godmother can move across a room? Because Torque can also move across a room. We've seen that more than once. Quote-unquote unconscious. Alright, problem solved. So, do we get to use an explosive on this next one? I'm going to be bummed out about every single breach that doesn't let us blow things up. Well, we still get to move Claymore through. Although we no longer need Claymore to be first, because we don't have the motile inducer to worry about anymore. So, I'd be okay with Claymore being the one to take the delayed scan, honestly, because he is very tough. So maybe we do, like, Verge through first? Then Torque with the Hollow Scanner, then Godmother? I do like Verge going early, obviously. And this leaves Godmother on Overwatch long enough that some enemy's going to set it off.
We shall move in.
I like it. I think this is a strong open.
Throwing grenade.
And it's not a grenade. It's like an information grenade, I guess. No, it's sort of the opposite, because an information grenade would shoot information everywhere. This one pulls information in from everywhere. I think I'm just going to do a levitate. Also, those Cobra helmets do not look good. That's a bad helmet. Alright, so we want to start... Oof, there's an Andromedon crouching in the background that I'm a little worried about. I don't care that much about the Purifier. And we probably want to get started on the Andromedon, unless we want to just try to, like, remove a couple of smaller targets from the battle. Who's got the lowest health? Who's got the lowest health and is vulnerable to poison? Bruiser... Here, man, there's actually not a lot of good options on this one. Alright, let's just start taking down the Andromedon. It is important to make sure we push it to its second state, at least. You, I think, are taking out that turret. Where is that turret? There it is. She's not guaranteed. Okay, she managed to not roll minimum damage. I'm very thankful. I'm probably just shooting the Andromedon, right? Hey, look at that. We did more than 1 damage. I do not like this flanking situation that we have developing over here.
I see the VIP.
Locking down hostiles.
Okay, this is probably fine. So, let's talk about team up. Is it Claymore? It's probably Claymore that we team up, right? I think seeing the situation here, how grouped up these enemies are, I actually probably do want access to his explosive early on. And we have a ceasefire grenade, which I am inclined to... Wait, you cannot ceasefire... We determined you can't ceasefire purifiers, right? Let's do it here. These guys are all pretty late in the turn order. Oh no, we're gonna ceasefire that guy's gun as well. Yeah, that's probably for the best. If he's all on some concealed carry nonsense, we really don't want him jumping in the middle of this and ruining the plan, and also potentially getting himself shot. Let's go Stuper on this Guardian. It's hoping to buy Claymore complete safety. Apparently we will not be that lucky. And then who do we want to fire on their teammates? I think we want to have the Bruiser try to push the Andromedon over to the next stage.
Go on. Lash out.
It was not me.
It would be very helpful if this went in that direction. Nope, he just did nothing. I didn't realize that was an option. Well, where can we throw this that'll be good? I mean, like, over here would be cool, except for, you know, that civilian. I feel it is pretty important for us not to intentionally blow up civilians. So we might not actually be doing the Claymore thing. I thought we were going to be able to get 6 and 9 here together, but they're standing exactly far enough apart. Yeah, oh, that's right. We need to pass Claymore a real grenade. That would simplify things here a little bit too. All right, maybe what he does instead is he moves out into this room. There's no place we're going to be able to throw it where it's going to be able to hit the Andromedon and the Bruiser and not that civilian, though. Yeah, that civilian's actually really wrecking my day. Well, if I throw it now, does it go... It goes after 3. Okay. I think I'm just going to shoot the Cobra. It's like, it's not ideal. Or, alternatively, I could just shoot, like, this Bruiser. The Cobra is not that hard for other people to hit, I suppose. We could rapid-fire this Bruiser and almost certainly get him. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and we'll just be brave on the subject of the Guardian. He has 1 action. I'm not too afraid of what he's gonna do with it. Okay. Not bad. It's a pretty decent amount of damage overall.
Death for defiance.
Yeah, 2 damage. Not a big deal. Sometimes you have to let someone shoot you with a gun. Alright, Cobra's easy enough to put away. So that's what we do, I think. 4 to 6 damage really demands a chain shot, I think. Or maybe we'll just get lucky. So the Andromedon has to go down. This is a good time for a plasma grenade into the corner here. Whoa! Did you see that? He animated in such a way that my cursor was on him briefly, so it moved the grenade target over from this square to his square. That sucks. That's not a thing that should happen. And then we could move to here and blast that purifier. Let's see, the android moves on 6, the new Andromedon punches on 8. I'm kind of considering having Godmother run to here just to usher this guy off the battlefield, because he is causing big problems for us right now. I think that's what I'm going to do. And we're definitely going to overtime her as well.
Get out of here.
I'm thinking overtime into a scatter shot might be good.
Changing it up.
Or, I guess, because we Alpha Striked, she could get all the way over to here and really blast the Purifier. That does encourage the Purifier to shoot toward the VIP. But we're going to have so much crit chance. I bet he just dies. We have a 97% crit chance. Okay, good enough. And then nobody who is networked is still conscious, so let's just shoot some guys. Oh no, the Guardian. The Guardian is still totally a dude. Let's mind control him, because otherwise I'm not going to get to mind control anybody this whole time. I don't really care. Yeah, I'm just going to shoot him. I suppose this could have been a banish. I could have made it so Claymore doesn't have to finish him off. That would probably have been a reasonable play.
Safety is that way. Get going.
Claymore patiently waits for the civilian to clear the area before discharging his weapon. Look how responsible he is. So, that android is not going to go down in one shot, right? He has 6 health plus armor, so he's not guaranteed to go down in one shot. I kind of want to move up and do a scatter shot. So we would have to move up 3 squares. I have to get on the other side of the cover. And this probably wouldn't do it. I'm gonna have to probably expose myself in a way that I am a little uncomfortable with, but I'm going to go for it. 2 of the 3 damage values in our damage range are kills. We're just going to hope to roll one of those. Okay, we got that. Problem solved. Oh yeah, somebody should probably, like, check in with the hostage. Alright, evac is the front door, I'm assuming? Yep. Okay. Easy enough. Let's get you to some actual cover. So we get to pull everybody except for Torque out before there are reinforcements.
Crossing over.
Guess Verge isn't getting out this turn anyway. Let's just have him... Yeah, over here is probably more relevant. I think we care less about reinforcements coming in through the other wall. Right, Claymore is absolutely just withdrawing on his turn.
Ammo out.
Godmother... I'm going to withdraw Godmother right now. We could have her reload and then watch one of the entrances, but she's going to go so late in the next turn that I just don't even want to mess with it. Okay, pretty clean. Verge's aim is incredible. He is so hopped up on brains. Actually, I have no idea what it is about the neural network that makes his aim better. I have no idea how that works. So... this guy over here is going to act. He's the one who has a real gun. And Verge does not have any cover from him at all. Unfortunately, I just don't think there's anything I can do about it.
Hostiles are aware.
But we can certainly do this. Yep, so Verge just gets shot. It is a sad time. He takes 1 damage. Maybe I'm too worried about it. Yeah, the way enemy health is scaling, we really are really reliant on gimmicks to be able to get arrests at this point. It's really hard to just knock people out with subdue anymore. And if we do have the impact frame, maybe I should make sure that the impact frame is always equipped on someone. Alright, 20 intel, 30 Illyrium, also 25 intel. Did that take 2 days off of this, or did it fill 2 bars? I don't remember.
All right.
How's your gear?
Still there.
You are such an ass.
At least I have one.
Oh, she probably has a cloaca or something. Actually, I don't want to know this. Alright, Torque gains +1 armor when binding and will not release bind upon taking damage, or bonus to crit against poisoned enemies and will heal when ending a turn while standing in poison. That's interesting. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't think we use the bind often enough for this to be great. Bonus to crit against poisoned enemies. Yeah, like when fighting things that are actually really difficult, that's, depending on the size of the bonus to crit, that could be really significant. Again, still same problem with the game never telling us the numbers on things, despite the fact that there's no reason for it not to. Does Cherub have any training? No, Cherub's all trained out. We could swap somebody else into training instead of just having Patchwork go back in, or we could get her the extra utility slot. Let's do this one. An extra utility slot's a good idea. Alright, Cherub, get back in here, and again, we're in a situation where I think all we really want to do is... yeah. Intel's just a super useful currency. It does all of the things that you want. Alright, so... we get to get both of these situation rewards, and I think we should definitely take them. Does it help us to upgrade this? No, that just it reduces unrest every Friday. And that one already is rank 3, so... let's dragnet ourselves a Highland Square reward, and then... everything's keyed in already, right? Yep. Okay. Do we want to do some of this stuff? Probably. We don't need to do major crimes. I think we're just going to Vigilance English Point, right? If the district has a field team, +1 reduction per rank. So we should max rank this first. Alright, that'll buy us all the time we need for that. So we're not even going to need major crimes yet. Alright, let's go support a raid. It's requested reclamation backup for their planned raid. Somebody's got to do something about all these couches. I think we're ready for that. Claymore looks like he would be a real asset on moving day. And we are now complete on that.
You know we've had the same great taste since the occupation. But how? Our consent decree with the Global Truth and Reconciliation Commission is quite clear in its restrictions. And we agree. It was time for a change. So we partnered with Food Life to find the closest match. But not too close. This way we can still give you what you want without breaking the law. Burger Palace. New name, new formula, same great taste.
Here's a question. Is it better or worse for them to keep making the burgers exactly the way they want them and exactly the way their customers want them, in the way that they just described, if the thing that the burgers taste like is people? Like, is this an improvement in the situation? We're still giving you a thing that tastes like people, but you're no longer eating people. Or should we not be compelling people to like the taste of other humans? I don't know. It's a complicated moral issue. So I'm pretty torn between master crafting SMGs and getting those venom rounds. I think let's go ahead and get this done so that we can just clear all of the credits hurdles. And the scavenger market's open. We have a ton of intel. So what's exciting? Plasma grenades are exciting. I don't really know that we do need another expanded magazine. A stock is interesting, but in almost any situation where an enemy only has 2 health, we're going to want to subdue them instead of shooting them anyway. I'm going to take this, though. We definitely are using a frag grenade on somebody. That could become a different thing. So, the turncoat mission will give us 120 intel, but in 2 distinct packages. Or we could come up here and get an adhesion grenade. That's interesting. It's probably like a glue grenade, right, from the name. Plus a reduction in unrest. I think what we probably do is just quarantine downtown. And then go ahead and do this. And it's Tuesday. Okay, I'm just making sure that we don't push through a Friday without... did I... No, we're totally researching a thing. I don't know why this had a glowing sign next to it, as though I had not entered in an option. Alright, lights out. Received a tip about a makeshift power core in the hands of our opposition. Well, it seems like that's a thing we could probably help with. So, first things first... Which of these damn things is supposed to be a frag grenade? Somebody has a frag, don't they? You have a ceasefire and a nanomedic kit. Maybe we didn't even have the frag equipped. Well, you currently don't have a grenade at all, so let's give you the new plasma grenade. You know, for cover clearing. And does Claymore really need the tracer rounds, do we think? Or do we want to swap those out? Now, you know what we want to do? We want to swap his thing out for that plasma grenade, and we're going to give you a flashbang. Because he is supposed to have explosives. Okay. Now I think we're good. Door, window, and people are healing all the time. Man, I can't wait till we finish Sacred Coil off so we don't have to deal with their Dark Event anymore. Yeah, it is important to make sure that our man has a grenade, because he knows how to use a grenade.
Target device on site. Light it up.
I wonder if we throw the shrapnel explosive down and then hit it with a grenade to detonate it, I wonder if it will have the Claymore explosive... Like, if that grenade also clears cover, will the shrapnel explosive damage the enemies that were behind the cover? I wonder if those effects will be ordered the way we want them to. So the first unit through here does +3 damage on the breach. I think we can have him lead. And then we'll have Torque follow in, and we'll just holo scanner now. Enemies are harder to hit from this side, but that's probably not as big of a deal for Verge, and Godmother comes through here. We have you guys start. I think this makes sense.
Moving in.
Breach, breach, breach.
You know, it's acting like Godmother and Verge are at different breach points. That's the same window. They're in exactly the same spot. Alright, so there is an aggressive one. We saw the indicator already. An aggressive trooper. This is a two encounter mission, so dropping someone on the rush in is not necessarily going to mean we won't make our arrest quota. A turret is probably already under control. I kind of wanted to have him take the 66% shot at the mech, just because not having to deal with the mech at all would be so good. If he misses, I'm going to be a little sad, but I think we're going to go for it. Okay, that's a bummer. I do think it was important enough to be worth the attempt. So that thing's going to get its shot off most likely, or this guy's going to get his shot off most likely if we don't deal with him, like, pretty soon. We probably don't want to poison spit him then. Yeah, maybe I just want to shoot somebody. I think I'm just going to shoot this guy. That does look really cool. Alright, we'll just levitate the trooper. That's fine. And you get to try to take this turret down. Godmother has one job. She knows what it is. She's very good at it. So that Cobra is maybe his first time in a video game. He is taking cover behind the red barrels. Something tells me we will be able to stop the hostage taker. Now, the only question is, do we want to get fancy with this, or do I just want to shoot him? I mean, we could throw... Why don't we open up with the plasma grenade? Since we're going to get our plasma grenade back at the end of the encounter, because Claymore is cheats. I'm remembering what that ability does correctly, right? Yeah. Yeah, that seems very good. Let's start with that.
Throwing plasma.
Oh, maybe I should have networked that dude first. Do we want a motile inducer Verge? My primary concern with Verge right now is that he is crashed behind explosives, and that if the guy who he is currently networked goes after him, he might get exploded real bad. Accidentally. Guess the other way I could handle that is just by, like, throwing a shrapnel bomb back here and trying to blow him up. Or by running over and... I might be able to just shoot him, honestly. Save the motile inducer for later. We have a hitman and a bruiser as far as other biological enemies go here. I think I'm just going to try to shoot him.
Moving. Check your fire.
Claymore is accurate enough at this range. This should probably be pretty good. And if this doesn't work, then him just absorbing a shot from that guy is not really a problem.
Disabling target weapon.
Okay, that is a little obnoxious. Not a big problem, though. So I'm not too worried about the bruiser. We are about to be mech'd. 8 to 12 damage. How much health does he actually have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And he'll get the benefit of the armor twice. So we absolutely could fail to kill him. In fact, it's fairly likely that we'll fail to kill him. That means that I might want to... I mean, we don't really have an answer to this. We might need to spend team up on Verge now, because otherwise that robot's going to shoot his mortar right here so that he can hit the two people who are grouped up, and it's going to incidentally deal like 20 damage to Verge. Not because the robot was smart, but because the robot was lucky. Oh, I guess my other option is I can tongue pull Verge out. And that doesn't spend my whole turn. You know what? Yeah. And Godmother doesn't have to worry. Now he'll drop the mortar there, which is... it's less of a problem. Alright, I'm going to try to chain shot him. Okay, good start. Max damage on the first hit. And then minimum damage on the second. That's a shame. Yeah, we had to actually roll quite well in order to kill him with one chain shot. Okay, that's a much better version of that thing than the one that blows up and does a ton of damage to Verge. So... Stupor... This is another Stupor in Battle Madness thing, right?
Your mind falls away.
I don't even think this is necessarily going to like help us very much. We might be able to get the Hitman to kill the mech. Mostly what I'm trying to do here is cancel the Overwatch. Oh god. Well, that's not what we wanted. He just murdered that civilian. Battle Madness. I mean, it's unpredictable. You gotta give it that. Well, I think Godmother's probably got a pretty easy knockout on this dude. Boy, that's pretty... I'm sorry about that, Snake Lady. That's on me.
I need to reload.
Do you, though? Is reloading what you need to do? Oh, yes, actually, probably somebody should finish off this mech.
I reloaded.
Okay, good. I'm so happy for you. Are you... 90... Okay, well, take the shot. 94%. We're point blank and he's standing in the open and also he's huge. But 94%. Can you really not? Huh. Okay, from here I should be able to attempt the grab at least. Okay, I'll take that. 95 seems alright.
Putting the squeeze on.
Alright, problem solved. I appreciate that they don't just make you sit there and wear him out manually. Alright, so this is the part where we move on to the next, right? Any moment now? Are we gonna... Okay, there we go. Slowly we consider. Maybe we should move to the next encounter. Alright, first unit through does plus 3 damage. We still have our motile inducer, right? So, I think we want you in, then you, then... Yeah.
Entering.
Oh, hey, a Praetorian. Also, there's an Andromedon right there. That is not a Praetorian, that is a bomber. I don't like that. I am concerned about your name, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 health. So we only actually kill him in 1 if this is a full damage hit. I think I'd rather soften up the Andromedon. What's the thing that is... Ah, he's just going to get levitated. Let's try to get rid of this. Okay, this seems like an okay... Yeah, seems like an okay move for the SMG. And then I don't actually know what we want to do with you. I guess we probably want to get started on the bomber. Okay, he's in a place where we could probably knock him out. This is a lot of enemies.
Target spotted. Break it apart.
We are definitely going to want to do a motile inducer on Verge here. We gotta get some of this stuff under control a little bit. So who's a huge priority? Who's number 2? Oh, there's a commando way over there in the corner that we didn't even see. I'm not thinking that that guy's terribly important. Maybe like Stupor on the Ronin, Battle Madness on the Bomber. Hope that he does something that's actually useful to us. Well, we probably want to do that and then we'll come back and figure out Claymore's turn, which is going to involve some explosives and stuff. So we'll motile inducer Verge first. Because I'm going to want to blow some people up. So Battle Madness on the Bomber.
Enemies all around you.
Let's hope he doesn't inadvertently shoot us with a grenade launcher or something here. Aw, that would have been a really good hit. Stupor on the Ronin, because I don't want to deal with whatever nonsense he's planning on getting up to. Ah, that's a shame. Okay, and now I think Plasma Grenade right on top of these two. Oh, okay, there we go.
Plasma out.
Oh, he's got blast padding. Interesting. Alright, well then, we can throw a shrapnel bomb to here. It'll go off before guy number 5 has his turn. Yeah, I think this makes the most sense. I'm not planning on it actually hitting the bomber.
Throwing explosive.
But we throw to here, we let it just do its thing naturally, and then I think I might rapid fire the Andromedon. What does my hit chance on that look like? Can I not see him? Really? He's right next to me. Yeah, it's not gonna let me. There we go. Oh, did I hit the subdue button? No, it just swaps naturally because for some reason Even though he's huge, I can't even try to shoot him around the side of the cover. Well, in that case, then we're just going to do a normal shot on... Bruiser's not necessary. Maybe I double up on the Ronin or something? Also, we should probably team up somebody. So that trooper is... We're not going to be able to interact with that trooper. That's not happening. You know what? Let's team up Verge. We'll pull him up above these enemies and just have him do some more shenanigans right now, because Verge is great. And then, yeah, I will rapid fire the Ronin. Feels like a little bit of a waste. I'm going to rapid fire that trooper. It all feels like kind of a waste. I guess we could just shoot an explosive. I could just shoot that thing once. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shoot that thing once. We're going to do a normal shot on that. Okay, the Claymore explosive will finish it off then. That's probably the right move. And then we're going to go for Battle Madness on this Commando, and I'm going to Puppeteer, I think. This is actually like a good opportunity for a Puppeteer. You do something cool.
In the herd.
Yeah, that'll work. And we get to try Puppeteer for the first time.
As I command.
See, it seems pretty awesome. We get them all? We did get them all. Okay. Let's solve some problems. This Bruiser is not in the network, and he thinks he's going to get a turn. Can I stop that? Smoke grenade, definitely the wrong play. Can I please try to focus on the enemies who are not under my control? I mean, that Bruiser has... See, I want to shoot at the explosives that he is crouched... Oh, no, sorry, I have a unit behind those explosives, too. I do not, in fact, want to shoot at the explosives he is crouched behind. I guess let's get closer to him. And stand in the open on purpose. Okay, that's pretty good. That might mean the Claymore explosive kills him. It didn't. It left him at 1. That's a shame. Well, it's a shame that I bet we can fix here. So let's see. What do you... Melee stance. Take a free hit at targets that enter melee range. 2 extra turns that we do not want to proc that. Apply root. Apply rupture. Okay, so he actually... His thing is not random. That's interesting. I think we just want him to slash this Bruiser and it doesn't actually matter how he does it. Yeah. Oh yeah, that Andromedon still has a turn. Well, that's a problem for later. Okay, we'll have him do it like that, and then Torque can move away from the explosives, and then later we can use those explosives on him. Stand in the open. Shoot at your friends. You know what? Actually, yeah, shoot him. The Andromedon shell is way more of a problem than this Purifier crouching in the back. I'm going to have her move over to here, and... He has 5 health left. She should be able to handle this. Four to 6. It is actually... There is a small chance that she will fail to handle this. She managed to figure out how to fail to handle it. Incredible. Well... Plasma grenade sounds like fun. Let's plasma grenade over here. Yeah.
Plasma out.
Always solving problems, Godmother. We are going to subdue the Andromedon.
Arrested the target.
Okay. Due to 1 civilian casualty, there is a 20% chance unrest will rise in this mission's district. Also, from 4 captured enemies, there's an 80% chance to earn 20 intel. We have way more than 4 captures. It looks like enemies that are mind-controlled at the end of the encounter don't count as arrests, I guess? Because we got 4 captures during the first encounter, right? Oh, that's not how that should work. Those guys are absolutely captures. If I fail to get my my intel here, I'm going to be a little annoyed. Okay, well, we got it, but I'm still a little annoyed. Alright, it always says new supply items. It's
Because
almost
you think
never
I know
right.
the truth? Or because I'm familiar? Entertaining. See, that's how it works. You trust the voice on the radio, then it asks you to do things. Little things. You don't mind. The voice on the radio, it's your friend. You can give some leeway to a friend. You tell him, Floyd, you're the only one who knows the truth. Well, you know what? I don't. I know how we conquered your world. Telling you we knew the truth was a big part of that. So never listen to a voice on the radio that claims to know the truth. Instead, think for yourself.
It's solid advice, but the number of people who will tell you that they are thinking for themselves while they are absolutely just mindlessly following the orders of a voice on the radio is disconcertingly high. I'm pretty sure we never need Illyrium again, so we're gonna ignore this. And yeah, -1 district unrest for completing situations, actually totally relevant in this circumstance. Okay, let's hit that Illyrium smuggler. We help locate one of their safe houses. 31 PD will turn over the impounded contents to us. Hey, that sounds great. And we got training completing all over the place. Does Terminal need any trading? Yeah, basic conditioning, that's fine. So we'll pull Patchwork for assembly duty, so she is now ready to get swapped back in whenever it makes sense for that thing to happen. And at this point, I mean, Intel's the only resource that it makes sense to go after, but we might be good, man. We might be done with resources. So, it's about to be Friday. Tomorrow, after we complete this mission, it's going to be Friday. I'm just going to go ahead and buy our situation team upgrades right now, because I'm concerned I won't remember to do it at the beginning of the next episode. So where do we really need to make sure we do it? Here, it will lower the unrest in this district. That's a really important one. Is that true in the stacks as well? No, the stacks is on finance stuff. Here, which one of these missions are we going to take? Ooh, epic shotgun. We're probably going with slow burn then. This is already rank 3. We're actually pretty close to done. So we have 216 intel left. +1 operation reveal point bonus reward on district missions, which we kind of don't even want. And we'll end up taking that upgrade at some point because we just want to have all of our upgrades finished. Oh, right here. This'll matter. Because there is 1 point of unrest on that. Okay, there we go. I think we're in a pretty good spot. So, that seems like a lovely place to leave it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm really pleased with the way things are unfolding so far, and Verge has become way too powerful. He's actually kind of a terrifying problem, like sort of a Dr. Manhattan kind of problem in a social sense, obviously not to that level, but he can just like walk into a situation and casually take the minds of everyone in the room, and I'm not super comfortable with that. Come back next time, tomorrow, when we never talk or think about this issue again, and just keep on policing. And we'll see you then.